Good morning, friends. Today, let us understand answer writing tips for sociology optional. There are small, minute things which you must keep in mind while writing sociology papers. So, I will try to explain those with the help of snippets taken from my test series copies. Here, first question is: history without sociology has no fruit, sociology without history has no root. So here I want to show you that I have started introduction with the name of thinker. So G. Howard, who argues that history is past sociology and sociology is present history. So you can start your introduction with the name of thinker. If you know the work of this thinker, you could have added that, like G. Howard in his work dash dash argues that, kind of. Second, when you know that for a particular topic you have much content, then you can do this way. So you can divide a page of your answer copy into two parts, and you can comparatively write the things which have been asked to you to write. Let's say if they ask about the difference between the history and the sociology, so if you try to write in paragraph wise history and difference between the history and the sociology, or you can also write this way. You can make boxes and you can write keywords, important keywords. Apart from that, actually this was one half of the page, A4 page, where I have added this diagram. Prior to that, I had also tried to explain these questions in paragraph format, but still I had more content, so I try to include this as well into my answer. Third, you can utilize diagrams into your answers. Third, if you have more than 2 points, then you can also represent this way. If you have content on particular term, let's say if we are talking about culture, then the values could be materialistic values and the non-materialistic values, and the non-materialistic values would be divided into two: cognitive, normative. So likewise you can represent your content. Here I would say how I have concluded one of the answers in sociology paper. So it was, I think, cultural lack theory of Augman. So I concluded that Augman theory offers unique approach to evaluate, understand, and appreciate social change. So in sociology, we know that a lot of questions are asked about the social change, and social change from the perspective of Marx, Weber, etc. We study that. So this way you can also have some of the general conclusions into your answers. Here I have tried to include thinker, his work, and I have tried to start the answer. How one can utilize current affairs. So here I have written UN report of shadow pandemic, where abuse of female and domestic workers we find that, and we can study that using the analytical research method. So this was question on research method, in that analytical research method. So I have tried to utilize the content of the current affairs into my answer. This also a kind of representation of the content you have, so that it looks simple. You can add more points. If you would have started explaining this, it would have taken more than one page. But if you represent it in the form of diagram, so that way you can add more content and you can represent it nicely. Here also I have tried to tell you about the subheading or heading. So here political background, and then I have marked it, like I have made the box here, and then I have added point 1, 2, 3, etc. And even in second point, if you see, the democratic spirit, decline of feudalism also led to the chaos and disorder in the society. I have tried to give the example, French Revolution. So you can also give an example. This is one of the way to start the introduction, where the keyword is participant observation. So you can define the keyword and you can start your answer. Like participant observation is also called fieldwork or ethnography, where the researchers become part of the social phenomena, and with the help of language and skills, they study and know about the people, society, and culture. In sociology, it's very difficult to introduce your answers in 1 to 2 lines when there is a certain keyword where keyword needs to be defined, and you can go like this way also. So you can take 3-4 lines and you can define the keyword. Here also again I have tried to write a kind of flow chart, I would say, in participant observation what all is there. So I have tried to tell here is there is a census, then there is a community list prepared based upon sex, age and family, how the mapping layout of the village or settlement is done, and then there is a family tree or ethnic lineage. So it is one of the aspect of the participant observation theory. Here when you try to analyze, when you try to explain something, then you give example. So here a participant observation, or I was explaining about the field work where I have given the examples. So like William Footwhite's study of street corner society or Michael Buraway's factory worker study. So this is very important. When you try to analyze, you try to substantiate that thing with the help of examples. That will really help you. Here in objectivity also, which all studies were there which talked about objectivity. They are talking about absolute objectivity. So I have defined objectivity. In short, I have tried to include 2 examples where there was objectivity in those studies. So be it Durkheim's social fact, or how Radcliffe Brown in the study of egocentric and ethnocentric consideration, how he went beyond those consideration and he tried to maintain the objectivity. Here also you can have the paragraphs, and you can write sociological answers in paragraph format. So this is one of the example. Here also Ivan Zetlin's work, ideology and development of sociological theory. So you have included thinker, his work and his viewpoint on the given topic. Here also this is paper 2 topic, informal sector. But remember, in informal, even it is informal sector, I have tried to give the definition of informal sector from the point of view of sociologist. So Keith Hart has explained informal sector. So I try to include name of the thinker so that it gives more sociological look, more sociological approach to the JS topic. Here they have talked about the functional and dysfunctional aspect. So later on I have also added Merton's functional and the dysfunctional aspect as well in the answers, and I have tried to utilize the data which is there as per economic survey. So you are making your answer more diversified. You are having the approach of sociological answer writing, and at the same time you are trying to utilize the current affairs and current development from Indian society point of view. One of the way to represent the content in diagrams. Here when you collect sociological current affairs over a period of time, so there was shadow pandemic during COVID, then there were penalty marriages and the precarity of the migrants we had seen. So I had collected those current affairs topic of sociology. I'll try to make one separate video how you can collect sociological current affairs. For example, those current affairs which are directly related to the topics of your syllabus and how you can utilize those. For example, 3 to 4 days before there was one news on reducing the work hours for employees. So that point was very important from the work and economic life topic is there in the sociology syllabus. So this way you can include current affairs topic into your answers. This is also one of the way to start the introduction. Here also how aptly you can introduce the answer. G.H. Mill in his work Mind, Self and Society argues self and society are twin born. Use of diagrams again. This is a kind of flow chart. Class in itself to class for itself. So how it actually transforms into that, how the false consciousness to actual true consciousness is getting generated. So this way you can utilize flow charts also. Here you have tried to you can add diagrams. At the same time you can write the definition work. So here there was a question on modernity. So Yogendra Singh has defined the modernity and how the modernity actually departs from the tradition, and you can define tradition in small diagrams also. So how tradition is defined by the continuity, hierarchy, transcendence, and the collectivism, and how there is modernization takes place from the tradition, how the concept of the westernization and globalization influence the phenomena. I could have made box here that would have looked more nice, but yes, you can certainly add diagrams.